Hey, Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders, a great millstone that rule well through the scriptures. Peace to the hopeful elect. All right, I want to bring this out right here. This was October 5th. All right, it says, New Hampshire GOP lawmaker claims, etc., contains living organisms with tentacles. Now, when I seen that, I'm like, that may or may not be true. But just that title alone, is very strange. It's very extraordinary. I'll say that. That's not no ordinary thing. All right. So I kind of was like, maybe it could be true, maybe it couldn't be true. And then certain other things start coming out. All right. In relation to that, real quick, let me go over here real quick. Then I saw this video here.
Hotep, Dark Matter X. All right, so I don't know if you've heard, but some people were able to get a hold of a sample of the Moderna vax, for lack of a better term. I call it the Moderna shot. But anyway, they got a vial of the liquid, and they were able to analyze its contents. They took a drop of it, put it on the slide, put it under a microscope, and let it sit for several minutes. And after a few minutes, the color of the clear liquid went from clear to pink to blues, purples. And then small particulates in there started to come together and assemble and started to form a strange looking mass that had long tendrils. And then these tendrils thickened up into limbs. And then these limbs developed ambulation and started to lift itself up off of the slide. Now just think. This is what is developing inside of your lymphatic system, your circulatory system, and who knows what the pre-programmed instructions for these things are, because these things are partially metallic and actually generate a frequency and have the capacity to receive frequencies. Can somebody say 5G?
Man.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what the purpose is. I don't know what frequency it's supposed to be.
That's enough on that. Now let's go look this out. Now let's go check this out right here, right? See how it all came together, that article, that man said what he said, and then now we can look at it, a video of it. All right? So this is what we are up against. All right? Now, when you read the book of John, all right? St. John 10, verse 10. It says, the thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they may have life and that they may have it more abundantly. This guy will do nothing to help you. All right? He will do nothing to help you. He's only trying to destroy you, like the scripture says. Okay? And mind you, he said, who did Biden say he want to get it first? The Latinos, Native Americans, and Negroes. All right? This is Psalm 62 and 4. They only consult to cast him down from his excellency. All right. The Israelites, we are excellent. All right. The scripture says what? The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor. All right. We as Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, we're more righteous than all these other people. All right. There's a spirit within us that has an inclination towards good. Even if we ain't raised in the church, or even if we raised certain ways, there's certain things that's already in our spirit that we know is wrong. And even when we do commit those things, and even when we do those things, we still feel bad for them. All right, it's called a conscience that predominantly resides among us. All right, and they trying to separate us from our power in any way possible. All right, and this is one of the physical ways that they're trying to do it, because who knows what this will do to you. All right, they already done studies about how fluoride can make you more docile and agreeable, and it break down your brain pattern. All right, and in today's day and age, with all the media and all the imagery and the subliminal imagery and the indoctrination through the education system, you got this is in this day and age, people don't believe in the Most High. All right. And that's at an all-time high, non-belief in the Bible. So who knows? And they had studies talking about the God gene and the part of your brain that's connected with faith and all of that. That's what this dude studies. He studies to how to separate you from your God. All right, he's trying to. When you read between the dynamic between Jacob and Esau, Jacob got the blessing and Esau didn't. So now this man, in his mind, he's trying to get the blessing by default in some type of way, you know? It says they delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly. Yeah, oh, you so-called Negro, Latino neighbor. Yeah, y'all been marginalized. You've been the people that always got the short end of the stick. The whole time, this is what's going on with it. And everybody dying. People are dying. Women, cycles are becoming irregular. And an irregular cycle can cause you to develop cysts on your ovaries, which can lead to infertility. All right. People are getting a palsy from it. All type of things. I'll get one more scripture, then get out of here. All right. What is this? 2 Thessalonians 2 and 9. It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan. Right. The powers that be, the man in charge right now of the world, his working is at the working of Satan. It's evil with all power and signs and lying wonders. Yeah, he has power to reinforce his agenda. Look what's happening across the world. All right. Lying wonders got people receiving sight, receiving they hearing that was born deaf, born blind. They got one woman that got a microchip that's supposed to help cure anxiety. All right. And most of his science is a placebo effect, because it might help for a short period of time, but then ultimately, what it's going to ultimately do to you in the long run. Look at the Gavi Association, all right, which is dealt with by Bill Gates, GAVI. They went over there and gave those Africans injections to help cure whatever they had, malaria, smallpox, or something. Then come to find out, over 70% of the people was worse off than before he came. They banned them from on up out of there. All right, the women a lot of the women became infertile. All right, and people started getting palsy. People's legs stopped working. All right, it says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness and them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause, and that's the thing, he don't want you. The Lord is coming back. Yahweh Shai, when we're ignorantly come, Jesus coming back. All right, and he coming to make war, like the book of Revelation says. In righteousness doeth he make war, because these people deserve war, man. They don't wage war not only on the world, but on you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans directly, man. All right, you don't fight war with peace. All right, here it is, these people killing you and stabbing you in the back, and here you go marching, all right, for some change. The only reason why they stopped beating you as often, because it still happens. Jake's still getting hung, still getting killed. It's just that the incidents are more televised because of the age we in now. Everybody got phones, everybody record things. But all they did was make their tactics more subversive. Oh yeah, we can't just be killing them on and showing all these images on national TV. All right, so let's be a little bit more discreet. Let's be a little bit more inconspicuous. Let's do it through science, through medicine, through the food system, through the water system. It says, and for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. These people are what's going on right now with this whole situation is letting you know that these people are dumber than what you thought they were. Had a conversation with a dude not too long ago, defending his position on being for it, all right, or pro injection. And I asked him, well, you know what's in it? He said, no. I don't know what's in it, but because I got dreams and I got goals and I got things I want to do, I want to live my life a certain way. And this man said, the only way I can continue in my life is if I do this, then I'm gonna do it. That's the general sentiment of these people, because they want to they want to party and BS. They don't want the partying and the BS to stop. It says that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness, right? Because they have pleasure in this place. Because this place manipulates the masses to equate wickedness with pleasure, wickedness with a good time. Wickedness is associated with fun. And the younger you are, the easier they can get your mind. That's why it's this push to really get the children on board with wickedness. Because children are righteous. Children are, for the most part, have this natural inclination towards what's good. You have to put the negative within them. And I'll give you an example. I remember when my little sister was about 4. She might have been 4 years old, and I was walking her to the gas station. And in my neighborhood, we had two guys that were homosexual, but I guess they ended up transitioning, to trying to look like women, etc. And when my little sister seen them, she knew something was wrong, but because she was 4 years old, she couldn't articulate it. Now, she had never seen that before. So she associated it with whatever knowledge she had picked up from conversation or TV, and she was stuttering. And I bring this out often in my videos, but it was an eye opener. Because she saw them and she was like, she was like fumbling, looking for the words. But she knew something was off. But now what? With all this indoctrination that's trickling down to the children now, when they had that trans woman reading story time to 5-year-olds, at the end, she said, "Who wants to be a drag king?" And all the kids yelling, "I do, I do, I do." Right, so for all you people where it's like, well, I agree with this, I don't agree with that, well, that ain't for me, and that ain't with this. Hey, like the scripture says, look, if you break one law, you offending them all. So if you people agree with a little bit of wickedness and not all of it, well, then you're responsible for it all. Like the scripture says, a little leaveneth the whole lump. So with that, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson to the hopeful elect. Call Halayim La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakodash, Shalom, and a Baba Ball.